everyone, my name is Minh Anh and I'm from Group 1. In the first part of my presentation, I will tell you about my choice to some solution of climate change. And I choose the first solution is forcing people to use less energy by increasing the price of fuel. Normally when you apply a solution to some people, they sometimes don't follow to your instruction because it is impractical. And but in this solution, people also have feeling that they waste their money, and so that they can have they can have awareness of uh, use use energy appropriately. So thank you for listening. So the next question is, are there any natural areas in the country that have been adversely affected by human activity, and what can be done to protect such places? And as you know, human activity pollute many beaches in Vietnam, and we can mention here such as Quy Nhơn Beach, Sầm Sơn Beach, and in a high season, many tourists come to this place to relax and entertain, and some of them who are not aware of protecting the environment, they throw trash into on the seaside and then wave after wave deliver trash to the beach, and as a result it has caused pollution. Actually, there's no way to completely escape from this problem. However, we can alleviate the problem through some small effort. And the first solution I mentioned here is we should raise awareness about protecting these natural areas by organizing some collecting garbage activity like Green Sunday or something like that. And we should learn to enjoy and respect nature. And if have you ever wondered if one day when the nature were destroyed completely, how could we continue our lives? So we should respect and use appropriately. Okay, in the last part of my presentation, I will tell you about some consequence of not protecting the natural resource in my areas, and I also offer some action for you to conserve natural resource. The first consequence is the water shortage, and as the today approximately 2 billion people lack access to clean water, and water shortage can also contribute to famine and food security, and it can also have cause consequence of oil depletion. And as you know, in the present age, we use oil very much, so we can use oil for plenty of purpose. So the adverse effect of oil depletion include the four business, the high cost of living in developing countries, and uncertainty of in the transport sector. And the next consequence I mentioned here is the loss of forest cover. When the forests were destroyed, it also means that half of the world natural forest cover has already been cleared, and millions of animal and plant habitat are destroyed. And also other devastating effect of the deforestation and include soil erosion, an increase in greenhouse gases leading to global warming, loss of biodiversity, and increased. So some solution we can use to conserve the natural resource is the first is we should control deforestation, and you know, the forests are the habitat and the protector of some of the world's unique plant and animal species and water source. So if we can control the deforestation, we can have the place for them to stay and to eat the food. And the next is we should reduce oil, mineral, and material consumption. I think that countries all around the world should join hands to a common international objective of discussing how oil and mineral consumption can be reduced. And people also must be educated on how their daily practice as well as their individual contribution to source depletion. And the main purpose of creating awareness would be to encourage people to preserve and restore the natural environment by getting involved in conservation effort.
Hello everyone. From my point of view, the good solution to climate change is forcing people use less energy by increasing the price of the fuel. Because it is a specific action uh, that the price will be higher and higher. So people will not tend to wait the fuels, and they will use less energies because it is uh, it is more expensive, and they are they don't want to wait their money. In our countries, natural resources are is affected very much by people. For example, the deforestation in Vietnam is increasing, and the woods with high values are gradually disappearing. The government enacted a law to protect the forest and the natural resources, but it is not much effective. And I think that people who damage damage the natural resources would be punished more seriously.
Three other questions. Number one, please point out the unique ecosystem that nature blesses Madagascar. Number two, what has the government done? Number three, what are the consequences of illegal logging? Exercise 2. Number 1. The rosewood and ebony trees. Number 2. Is cut down with great difficulty. Ship down to the river and then on to China and Western Europe. Number 3. The collection of medicinal plants. Guiding tourists to see lemurs, visiting to a wild orchid conservatory. Exercise 3. Number 1. I think C. Plants and animal. Number 2. I think A. Very poor. Number 3. I think B. Setting fire to forest. Number 4. I think A. More ecologically minute. Number 5. I think C. Sell wood from fallen hardwood trees. Number 6. I think C. Necessary to make furniture. Number 7. I think C. Transport the hardwood. Number 8. I think B. Talking tourists on guided walk. Exercise 4. Number 1. Unique ecosystem or exceptional riches. Number 2. Desperate situation or caught in a trap. Number 3. Alarmed or deploring. Number 4. To rob the forest. Number 5. Precious or majestic. Number 6. A long-term view.